to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nice on top of nice, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning, good morning. Yes, sir. Happy Friday, all. Hope you're all well. Hope everything is good in the hood. And we are all systems go. So today we do have some GBP news retail sales here. I think hopefully it gives us a push. We do want to push. Previous one actual forecast was -5, came back worse than expected. They're expecting 0.3 compared to 0.9. Morning, Rice Man. I'm good, man. I am good. And yeah, you know, later on some USD news, of course. And yeah, let's see what the news does on GJ today. Hopefully we push out this bloody range, man. Damn. This range. It is definitely very, very interesting. And yeah, you know, weekly time frame. This will be a good weekly close. Listen, I know you guys are like, oh, just another day in range and this is going to be boring. Well, it can be. But the one thing I'll tell you is, if I've seen a day, it is Friday, that we normally get some sort of fat push. It's normally that we see Friday can push this weekly candle up and we can close above this weekly resistance and close super bullish here. So it will be definitely interesting to see what ends up happening today, because Friday normally a lot of action. Previous daily is still closing bullish again. 4-hour candles are ranging, so we're in a range, very tight range, very, very messy, and we need to get out of this range. The plan is the same plan as yesterday. Nothing's changed. We're at the exact same spot as yesterday, right? We were here yesterday, now we're here, so nothing's changed. And we're gonna wait for news here in around 20 minutes. And we're gonna see what news does. Does it give us a push? Does it not give us a push? We'll make decisions from then. So yeah, we obviously have this new resistance here that is at the top of the range. This is a very important resistance now. And apart from that, the 4-hour resistance is no more relevant here. Let me just see that. Yeah, it's no more relevant. This 4-hour resistance, I'll leave it daily. It says daily. Yeah, I'll just leave it on there. Yeah, around that zone. Did you take any trade on gold during news time? No, I was not trading New York. I only trade New York once a week. And pretty tough to get in yesterday. I mean, the only way you get in is pre-news on this close, but this is right on the news open, so very tough spot to get in. And then the continuation after was not the best, but it was possible. Now we're looking like we want to retrace this move that we had from yesterday. So gold on the 4 hours bullish. Daily is closed at support, right? See, daily is closed at the support here. So that makes it tough for continuation at the moment. But what we could have is this 4-hour pullback, create resistance around here. And if you see price create a resistance by closing a 4-hour bearish, you probably find yourself all the way back down to the bottom of the range here, right? And realize how this weekly candle might close here. That's a very good weekly candle close if it closes somewhere down like that for continuous sells. As for now, we're breaking up above this resistance. Possibly any closes above this resistance. I don't want to, you know, in London you can't buy highs. Buying highs in London is where you lose. You need to buy 2 highs. In New York you can buy highs, sell lows, and you get the volume to push you, but that doesn't work in London. So what I want to see is I want to see price close above this resistance, pull back, and then take the move to this zone here, fill this wick kind of area here, and continue bullish. That would be the plan on gold. So we need to wait for that closure to happen. It'll be interesting to see what news does here on GJ as well. Maybe we get the push out finally. So yeah, that is the analysis. If you enjoyed the analysis, you know what to do. Do the YouTube business. Always appreciate it. Can you repeat that? I don't understand the difference. Difference between what? Which one? Which one? London and New York. Oh yeah, I can repeat that. London and New York. So basically, in London, when you're buying highs in London, we don't get the volume, right? If you go and look at London session, okay, London is green. Look at this. You buy the highs at London session, you get pullbacks, right? It's not a good idea to buy the highs during London. Let's go and look at last London. Selling lows. What happens when you sold the lows in London? Sold the lows, you got a reversal, right? New York comes, you sell lows in New York, you get continuation. Sell lows, continuation. Sell lows, continuation. Sell lows, continuation, because there's volume there, right? Take a look at this. London here, right? Try to sell lows, candle closures here, you get pullbacks. New York, always continuation from candle to candle. You can see it's not always going to be every day like that, but you can see how New York, you get a lot of continuation. So you can scale in buying the highs and buying the lows and rely on volume to give you pushes. But in London session, we don't want to be buying the highs of price. What we want to do is we want price to pull back and then buy to the highs, right? Buy two targets. We don't want to buy continuation. That's the difference, right? That's how a lot of people get messed up at trading London, is that they try and trade it like New York. So we might be able to get a trade on gold buy during this live stream. Yeah, probably. If we're able to close above here and create support, then yeah. We'll see. It's Friday. We'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, there might be an opportunity here. Let's see this candle close here. This candle close is good. I just need the next one to pull back. And then I can continue up, right? Because I'm not going to run stop loss. I'm not going to run a stop loss like below that candle low. It's too much. How to measure gold pips? You measure it like this. This number, no, never mind. So you take the measurement like this. The number here that says 3 point, you just times this by 10, or you divide this number by 10. That will tell you in pips. So this is 30 pips, right? So times by 10, this will be 30.86 pips, right? Or divide this number by 10, 30.86 pips, right? Makes sense? I don't want to buy the highs on gold. I want to price to pull back and buy to this target that's already made. That's how I trade. That's how I trade gold in London. In New York, if this was New York right now, I would tell you guys, break of this high, we're entering the trade. Break of this high, we're in. If this was New York. If this was New York, easy. Target this zone here, 27 pips. Take the trade here. Run stop loss inside this 5-minute range. Very easy trade. But this is London. London doesn't like to just break the high and continue. It likes to push up, pull back, push up, pull back, long term. That is what I've noticed. How many pips do you target on gold? In this trade, I would probably target up towards this wick here, which would be 22 pips. And then if we continue, we continue. But depends on the range, right? And when we're trading the session, it's all situational. All situational. Damn. Whole camera collapsed. Hopefully now it will survive. Yes, it survived. Camera has 9 lives. How many pips do you target on gold? Oh no, I answered that. What's the continuation thing you just explained for gold for every pair? Nope. It's not for every pair. It's just for gold during... You have to understand that gold is a... This is different, right? This is an asset. Right? It's gold. You're not trading a currency. It's something different, right? It's a metal. So it moves very differently than a currency. Very much the same, but also very different. Right? In terms of volume and how it moves quick and stuff like that. That's what you guys have to understand. So there are going to be differences. Bro, the account is mine. I always watch your stream on 2 of my accounts to support more, give you more like view. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate. How did you learn about the differences? From backtesting. Is there specific education for that? No, I found that out from backtesting myself. Right, on how to develop a gold strategy during London. And I did make a gold strategy during London. I had a very successful gold strategy during London, but the problem is the setups wouldn't happen enough. They wouldn't happen enough. And I found it's more efficient just to trade GJ during London and leave gold for New York. These are the pullbacks I'm talking about. Where will you place your stop loss in gold in this case? Please prepare a video on stop loss and TP placements. TP, you always target the next resistance. And for stop loss placement, check out the top 3 price action video on my channel explains, because it's... Yeah, the problem is that it's situational. Every single trade is going to have a different stop loss and every single trade is going to have a different TP. But I could try explain with some examples. How would I name my strategy? Price action. I don't trade break of structure. I trade to structure. I trade to zones. I trade range to range. Here for the plan. The plan was given. Harry, thank you, thank you. This guy, man. What's your opinion on hedging? Don't do that. Just leave it. No point. Yeah, Asian session, the volume is super low. This was all Asian. You normally range during Asian session. Asian people like to swing from Asian because it's the beginning of the day, so you catch the daily open and how the daily candle opens. That's why people like to trade Asian. But it's the lowest volume, and if you're scalping, it's definitely not a good thing to trade. I tend to find the difference between break of structure and trading to structure. Break of structure is like trading to structure means you're trading to a zone that was created, right? So if we trade to here, we're trading to structure. If we're trading a break of structure, we're trading to something that happened before, not in current, right? So this happened yesterday. That's a break of today's structure to get to yesterday's structure. Trading to today's structure is just trading to structure. What motivated you to become a trader besides the money? Actually, it wasn't the money that motivated me to become a trader. It was because I was in crypto, and when crypto went down, you don't make money. right? So you actually lose money. So I said there has to be something. I can't just put money in crypto and then wait. I said there has to be something, and then I found trading, right? You can make money in both directions. So it was trying to find a way to work in between growing your assets. But the primary bias was, what can I do in the meantime while I was investing in crypto, and then I found trading, right? Because you want to do something that makes you money, of course. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. But at the end of the day, you have to have a reason to do it. Will it be a good idea to buy on the current candle flip? Again, I don't like to buy. I don't like to buy on the flip to buy highs. I want to buy to the highs. That's how I would trade gold in London. So I'm looking at this 5-minute close here, maybe. 17 pips to the high. Like a 10 pip stop. How long have I been trading? Been trading for over 3 years. I need to count exactly. Like, seriously trading? Around, yeah, 3 years. But, you know, I was looking at it before. I actually looked at it like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I saw it. But I didn't understand anything at the time. I actually downloaded, 5-6 years ago, I downloaded MetaTrader. And I just, whenever I saw the tick chart go up, I pressed buy. Whenever I saw the tick chart go down, I pressed sell. But that was 5 years ago. I didn't know anything. I'm looking at this quick gold scalp here, maybe at the break of this 5-minute high to test this resistance here. Let's see how this 5-minute closes here in 50 seconds. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna close bearish, which is not what we want. I used to do the same 3 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Sounds better than SMC. Yeah, probably. Didn't make me any money though. Alright, yeah, this is gonna close bearish, so no trade for me. I wanted this 5 to close bullish, so I'm gonna wait for the hour close, because that's when the next 5-minute candle is closing bullish, right? The next 5-minute will close bullish on the 1 hour close, and that's gonna be in 5 minutes, so you have to wait for that. So no trade for me here. If this did close bullish and the next one broke the high, I would probably try to test here, but I need to wait for the next one to close bullish, and we need to see this 1 hour close bullish as well, right? Also, it's news. We have GBP news, so let's see what the news will end up doing as well, right? $30-minute candle has no bottom, no wick to the bottom. Maybe it can create one soon, does it? Let's have a look. Maybe you're right. I didn't notice that. Yes, you are. That's very well noted. Yes, high chance this will make a bottom wick. When you start trading, do you ever get the feeling while practicing on a demo account that you can handle a live account, but then when you trade real money, you end up losing? Yes, that did happen to me in the beginning. I was very successful on demo, and then I immediately went into a big lot size on a live account and started losing. Reason why is that you can handle yourself on technical analysis, but you can't handle yourself emotionally. So the best thing to do is stop trading a demo account, because if you can prove to yourself you're profitable on a backtesting software, on a demo account, then you are profitable. The only issue is you have a psychological issue. You're hesitating, you're scared, you don't know when to take profits. You're not following the same rules that you followed on the demo account. So what you have to do instead is you have to reduce your risk stupidly. So maybe go down to just like a 0.1 lot or even a 0.05. Risk only $2-3 a trade. At that point you have no emotions, but at least you're trading live and it's still real money. And then once you start getting confident and you see your confidence come back, that's when you can start increasing your lot size up again. Why was it possible to use a 5-minute chart and now not wait for a 50-minute confirmation? That's what makes me so confused, because this was gold. Gold is completely different in London, and it's a very complicated strategy to trade gold in London, right? GJ is completely different. GJ is a currency pair. This is not a currency pair. This is gold, right? So you have to have different strategies for different pairs, and this is what's difficult for me to explain everything on stream, right? Because I'm gonna trade the way that I know to trade, but this is why I recommend people to stick to one pair, because when you're trading something like gold, there's a special way to trade in London, because you need to be able to trade gold. Is if you trade gold in New York, it will be very similar to the way we trade GJ in London. Very similar, actually, you know, just the stop loss is bigger and the targets are bigger. But trading gold in London is definitely something different, right? But we did have, if you're asking about the 15-minute close, we did have that 15-minute close, right? 15-minute did close bullish, previous one. So that was our confirmation candle, right? Which demotivates you and leads to break from trading on weeks or even months? It doesn't demotivate you. You have to see, when you're trying to learn something, guys, there'll be no such thing as motivation. Motivation is bullshit, right? Motivation is not gonna be there. If you feel motivated to do something, you're not working hard enough. You should be like, oh, this is the last thing I want to do, because that means you're really pushing. But what you have to do is you have to have a goal in mind. You want to reach somewhere. And to reach somewhere, it's not going to be like, yeah, I feel motivated, I'm ready to do it. You'll have times where when you feel motivated, means that things are going right. It's very hard to feel motivated when things are going wrong. So that is what you have to keep in mind. The thing you said about my stockbroker and I are working on a retirement plan, unfortunately, it's his. Oh, shit. Damn, man. Thing you said about gold and works in London and New York is always like that, or something recent? Always. Always, always, always. When I started trading, I had no plan. I made no money. Now I have your plan, and I have. Good. Use Bookmap? No, I have never heard of that. Not sure what that is. So, Gbpjpy, where going the market long time? If I knew that answer, I would press the button for where that direction will go, and I'll leave it. But currently, I expect gold to continue. I mean, not gold. I expect GJ to, on higher time frame, continue pushing bullish. But I don't know if we get a pullback first or not. All right, here's news. Anything exciting? Came out, yeah, basically better than expected, right? Came out better than expected. No reaction on here we go. Yeah, just really, what the hell is that, man? Come on. Telling me news only brings a 7-pip push? Are you kidding me? Terrible. So came out better than expected. So yeah, 0.5. So yeah, that's good. And we can expect that based on what we saw. We can expect to see better, good results based on what we saw on the inflation figures earlier this week. If you guys remember the inflation figures, they came out not too bad. So this is the reaction. But that's just absolute BS, man. Come on, look, it's just in the same place. I'm giving GJ today an X. No, thank you, GJ. Right, gold pulling back as well. If you're gonna counter trend sell gold, it's gonna be below 1945, so that's only where I would sell it. Look how the 1 hour close, absolute BS as well, right? Not a strong closure. If you're mentally strong, then the word motivation is just a word for you. Exactly. Exactly. You just have to have a grind mentality, right? You're not gonna feel the only time you feel motivated is you feel motivated for the potential results that you can achieve. But to achieve those results, you're not gonna feel motivated, right? Best I can do is 7 pips spawn shot me. Top 5 to 7 news like buy stop or sell stop. Do that and go gamble. Trust me, go to the casino and play blackjack. You'll have more fun. You know, it's a 50% chance of winning. You know, don't do that stuff. That stuff is how you blow money long term. Trust me. Just because your favorite YouTuber is doing it doesn't mean you should do that. It's how you blow your account. One wrong day and that's it. That's how brokers make money. They love when they do that because they make so much money. They put you all on B-Book because a real liquidity provider, and I'll tell you the truth, a real liquidity provider will pull its liquidity from the broker just before news to protect itself. So it's safe to say that a way a currency pair acts a certain way in a session stays the same, or is it exclusive to gold? No, currency pairs will also change depending on session, because what you have to understand, this is really advanced stuff. I shouldn't be teaching you this stuff. Like, no one teaches you this stuff, but anyways. You have to understand we have sessions, right? So let's say this is Asian, this is London, and this is New York, all right? So Asian session will normally create an Asian range, right? That's what Asian normally does. London might break above or below the range. That's what London will do. So maybe let's say we get above the range. London will then create London highs, okay? New York has the potential to reverse those highs, right? And bring back to Asian levels. Or what we can do is retest respect London lows and continue outside of the range. So the way we trade London is we're trading London to get out of the range and trade to the highs. But when you reach New York, if London is already pushed up, this is where everyone loses in New York, right? Because they try to buy the highs, but it ends up being a pullback. You understand? So it's not adjusting the strategy, it's adjusting your thought process. But keep it simple. This is not stuff that's going to make you lose a trade or win a trade. Focus on the basics that I teach you, right? Focus on the basics that find a clean range, get your session bias. If you do all that correct and buying above or below the range or buying to targets, you will be fine, right? You don't need to have all of this complicated thought process. This complicated thought process is more about how to really maximize moves and stuff like that. It's not something you have to worry about. Oh, will it be the same every year? Yes, it will be the same every year, 100%. Sydney counts as Asian, man. Sydney I count that all together, right? When I open the only pips, we'll be discussing all about that in webinars and stuff like that. So that'll all be explained and you guys will understand. But I don't think I'll call it only pips. Nice name. I want to call it that, but it's not professional enough, so I don't know what to call it. How to watch the last webinar? You go to my website. This. What is considered for you an A setup? Yeah, it's very situational, but I'll make a video on my A setup. A setup is like, you know, have a target to the range, break above, you know, close above, and then have really clean candles towards the left. I came up with that a long time ago, but you re-mentioned it. So you go to the website, man, you go to exclusive content, and it's the most recent video on the exclusive content. That's how you watch the free webinar, and that's how you can access it. Website is in the description. Man, there's still so much to learn. Feels unreachable at times, but I know from the fitness game that sticking will eventually get you. So annoying to know that. Actually, no, it's not that there's so much information. It's that you're overclouding yourself with information. It's actually very, very simple. This is super advanced concepts. And this is why I tell people to trade one pair. Because it gets too confusing if you're a beginner and you're trying to place all these strategies here, there, that, this, that. You understand? So that's why you have to stick to just concentrating as a beginner on one pair. Once you master it, then the other stuff will be easy to learn because you already know how to trade one pair. So that's super important to understand that. And it's not that complicated. It's like going to the gym. If you go to the gym, you can add a few fancy exercises, single arm pull downs, single arm exercises. But at the end of the day, you know that the fundamentals work. Like any form of chest press for chest, any form of cable fly, the fundamentals are all there. You might do a fancy cable fly where instead of doing it on the pec deck, you put a chair and you do it with cables, right? But at the end of the day, it's the same meat and potatoes movements, right? Is your strategy taking trades on candle close above break of structure in the direction of high trend via trading between zones of resistance aiming for a lower time frame to the left? Very close. But I don't only wait for break of structure. Sometimes I trade to the structure that was created in the session, right? And I don't aim at lower time frame to the left. I aim at whatever time frame I take the trade on. That's where I aim at. Yeah, that's what I meant. I mean, the knowledge about trading came over time, but not specific moment. Now it's all this stuff, but happened by itself. Yeah, man, it'll be good. Yes, sir. Exactly. But it's overwhelming sometimes to look over the borders to what might be coming. Yeah, it's overwhelming because you don't understand what's right in front of you at the moment. But all of the trades I've seen you send me, they're all good trades that make 1000% sense. So just replicate that. If you can just replicate that and understand why you took that trade, you're already in profitability. The rest is just extra. You don't really need it. It sounds wonderful knowledge. I'd like to know how pairs behaves in different sessions. Would you give us a YouTube video on this? Yes. I'm just thinking how I would do it. My neighbor has their alarm go off every minute since 10 minutes. Damn, man. What are these? Why don't they should just wake up, man. Talviz. I wonder where Talviz is from. 5-minute close bullish on what? Gold? Yeah, but we didn't have the 1 hour closing bullish, right? 1 hour did not close bullish. So now I need a 15-minute to close bullish. If this 15 can close bullish in 3 minutes, then maybe there's something. How much percent would you risk if if I'm really not comfortable with the setup but it makes sense, just go half risk. Thank you in advance. I haven't done anything yet. Do you also trade retests of resistance zone? Somewhat, yes, but it's all situational. I have a bunch of setups that I follow, and that's how I trade. I trade based on those setups. From Finland? Yes, sir. Well, go smash on your neighbor's door and tell them, like, listen, can you stop that shit? Capital, so how much do you normally risk on trade, especially on gold? How much do you risk? Yeah, it depends what I feel like, man. If the trade is riskier, maybe I risk like $600-700. If I'm comfortable with the trade, 1,000 something. It's okay, man. Maybe like 5 lot on gold. Depends on the stop loss. Sometimes gold has such a big stop loss, I have to only pop like a 4 lot because you maybe have a 40 pip stop loss. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't only trade with 50,000. I mean, not only, but I don't usually trade with 50,000. That's the maximum I would put in my account. But if that grows more than 50,000, I'll still keep some of that in there. But I would not deposit myself more than 50,000. But if that grows to 100,000, then I can keep 100,000 in there. But of my personal capital that I originally invested will not be more than 50,000. Why? Because I don't want, if anything happens, I don't want to be in significant loss. How would you manage risk if you're 4%? If you're 4% a good setup, but it starts to move against you? Well, it's a good setup, so it should have a very high percentage of winning. So if you take that over a long amount of time and you risk the same amount, then you will make that back. So I won't worry about it. And you have to learn how to manage trades, right? There's a special way to manage trades, right? Depending on where you are, depending on your situation, right? All right, so I wanted this candle. Can this do it in 30 minutes to close nicely bullish? I need it to close bullish. I mean, in 30 seconds. Bullish above here. Needs to close bullish above here in 18 seconds to take a trade. Yeah, above this resistance. Yep, did not close bullish. This like doji. How much capital should you keep in your account at one time? Is 5k? Yeah, 5k is great. I'm just saying like maximum if you're like it's however much you can afford and how much you want to risk. I mean the good amount of capital to keep in your account is enough to take a trade where you're risking no more than 5% and making enough money that you're comfortable risking. So say you wanted to risk $100 per trade, then you want to make sure that you have like at least a $2,000 account to risk $100 per trade, right? So you're not risking more than 5%. So with a $5,000 account, you could risk per trade something like $250 max, and which is still good, and be comfortable with the account still, right? But that depends. Are you comfortable risking $250 because maybe you're not ready to risk $250 and you only want to risk $50? So if you only want to risk $50, then you don't need 5k in the account. But you can have 5k in there anyways, then you're stress-free because losing $50 on 5k is only 1%. 1% will keep you super safe. Can you explain how to manage your trades based in your situation? It's not based in my situation, it's based on the situation of the trade. Normally I manage the trade. I'll tell you the best way to know how to manage the trade is to look at the trade and ask yourself, does this trade still make sense? If the trade does not make sense, then you should be looking to manage it. But if you watch the trades that we've taken on stream, I always give a management plan. Check out the Instagram, my Instagram. Make sure you guys give it a follow if you haven't. Posting good content on there. But the trades that I take, I do a recap on, right? So I do like a 30-40 second clip, and you can see where I talk about if this candle closes here, I'll manage the trade. Are you looking at the correlation between gold and Dixie? No, I don't look at that because I'm trading, what's this called? On lower time frames, so I don't really need to look at that. If you can analyze one chart, you know the other chart will be going the opposite direction. It's pretty self-explanatory. Have you ever thought about starting a small account challenge? I did that already, and I did it towards the end of last year. I posted a video on it. I think I grew it 50% in a month. So do you trade support and resistance? Which time frames? 15, 30, 1 hour. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, consider leaving a like. Definitely does help. 60 of us in here. Euro USD. Beautiful move. Yeah, it's alright. If you're talking from yesterday, then yeah. This move down. If this 4 hour close is bearish, it's nice to continue down. Monday, no stream, alright? There's no stream on Monday, no trading on Monday, bank holiday. Just to remind you guys, it will be bank holiday on Monday, so there'll be no stream. It's a huge bank holiday, everything's off, everything. Gbpjpy, USD banks, everything. So there'll be no stream on Monday, and we'll start back on Tuesday here. So long weekend for us, and yeah, just keep that as a note. You start higher time frame. You for our 15-minute. No, I don't. Yeah, sometimes I use 5-minute to find better entries, but all of my entries are coming from the 30 and 15, and sometimes I might just adjust on the 5-minute just to get a tighter entry. As you can see, gold still mucking about here. Everyone in chat, did you guys have a look at, did you guys see the post on Instagram yesterday? Did you guys like it? Did you guys like it? I thought it was creative. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, trying hard, different stuff. I think if you start more of this content, you get additional viewers. Yeah, I'm trying. That's what I'm doing. I make all of this content all the time. And you can see it on my Instagram. If you just click on my Instagram profile, you see all the content. But I think the one I made yesterday was pretty good. Right? Eventually the SMC cult will realize, eventually. But I need to think, okay, how can I replicate the same idea in the video? You know, and keep it under 20 seconds. Like that same thing, and then click to something. So I'm just now thinking that's what I'm gonna do today. I need to think, okay, how am I gonna make a similar video to that? This week I took 2 trades, 5% up. No more trades for the week. Thank you, bro. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Cheers, man. Have a great day. Well done. Save your profits. Don't blow them. Dude, I'm so full of hate against them. It's ridiculous. Yeah, bro. It's a really powerful cult. They think it's their way or no way. Just a rap battle between them. I wish I could rap. Here we go. Some action here. 2 minutes for this 5 to close. What's the 30 looking like? Yeah, this is gonna push without us. I can't rap. I told you I can't rap. And I'm also planning on the channel, guys, to have monthly specials. So monthly specials, like a monthly day in the life video, where it's like all out, production all out, video all out, not like just a normal day in a life, like actually showing you times away from the charts, right? It will always have value, but a little bit of time away from the charts, and it's going to be all out. And I'll do those like once a month because they cost me a lot. Bro, 6,000 capital last week, made $200 this week. Till yesterday I made around $100. I could have 10x this profit if I stuck to my rules and if I had risk good. You don't go broke taking profits, brother. You don't go broke taking profits. The fact that you're making money, you're ahead of a lot of people. So just be grateful for that and focus on how can I have improved it and look to add those improvements. But the fact that you're growing your account, that's more important. And you're scared to lose floating profits? That's normal, man. That's normal. It's better to secure than to lose the profits. What's the best way choosing a pair to trade? Speak to people who are experienced and ask them what is the best. Good morning, overslept. Did you miss anything? No, GJ is still in a range. Right, so it depends, man. If you're trading London session, I would say GJ is the best pair. New York, gold, UJ, stuff like that. GU. Any rule-based strategy on your YouTube playlist? Yes. Check this playlist out here. Go to playlists. And go to this. Learn to trade correctly. Learn to trade correctly. Go to this one. Learn to trade correctly. Let's see how this 30-minute closes. If it closes below resistance, it's a big problem. Can you imagine from here to here is 50 pips? Pretty good. Gold looking good for a buy now. Morningstar at 15-minute time frame. I don't trade using candle patterns. It looks good, but you have a 30-minute closure here in 3 minutes. You might as well wait for that. There's no point of trying to get in, and then if the 30-minute doesn't close above your zone, you're in deep trouble. Right? That's the worst thing you want to do, right? Is you want to try rush to get into a trade, and then price doesn't close above your zone, and you're stuck. Is it worth learning candle patterns? No, not at all. It's a waste of time. It is a waste of time. Damn, gold. 1 minute for this candle to close. Let's see how this candle ends up closing. We have this wick to target now. We've created structure. So this would not be buying highs here. If I entered, I'd probably enter at the break of this high here. Stop would go somewhere in the range here. 15-20 pips. Yeah, look at this, look at this. 42 seconds. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. Imagine you're in a trade now. Now you're hoping in that 36 seconds this will close above the line. So this is a slight issue here, right? But if we just wait and be patient, like we're not sweating, right? We're not sweating at all. Because if it closes above, it's fine. If it closes below, nothing happened for us. Imagine you're in the trade 15 seconds now. You're like, oh, please close above. It looks like it might. Yeah, just close above the resistance here. This should make a steeper bottom wick. I'll be very careful. Damn, shit. Yeah, once it breaks this high, should be good to get in. Hasn't broken it yet. Alright, we're in. Broke the high. Broke the high on here, but on my broker, slightly broke above. No bottom wick, it does have a bottom wick. Stop loss is here, as I said, below this 5-minute range here. If this ends up closing bearish, I'm just going to close the trade for a small loss. So let's see. We need to break this high ideally here. Is there structure? Yeah, because we have this range here. This is a nice range. So we have this structure that if price wants to come back down, we're also this line. Our stop loss is below this line here. It's way back inside the range. Safe stop loss, but remember, we're just relying to get a bit of volume here just to push us up through this zone. Because safe stop loss will be all the way down here, but that's 40 pips. I don't need to have a 40 pip stop because I can manage pretty quickly here. If this candle now starts closing bearish on the 5-minute, right, in 1 minute, if this closes bearish in 1 minute here, I can just close the trade. And that's how I'll manage the trade here, right? So instead of losing 20 pips here, I only lose like 7. So we'll see if this closes bearish in 1 minute. See, 21 seconds here. Hopefully we can close above this resistance. That would be super ideal for this trade. Super ideal if we can close above this resistance. You know, it is what it is. Not the best, but hopefully we can break the high. It's still somewhat okay. I only trade GJ, but there's a lot of wicks today. I should trade on lower time frame. No, GJ, you should leave if it looks like that. I'm waiting for a 15-minute closure because I already did a fake out. Yeah, but I'm trying to buy to this wick. That's what I want. I don't want to wait for a 15-minute closure and it closes above the wick. The wick is my target here. I'm trying to get to this wick here. That's where I'm trying to get to. But it's really struggling to get to this wick here, which I don't like. If it breaks this low here, I'm going to close half. Yeah, I'm going to close half. Oops. So I'm going to close half the trade, which I have. And that's how I'm going to manage it, right? So yeah, we'll manage it like that. If this 5-minute closes bearish here and the next one breaks the low, we'll close for a managed loss, which will be shitty, but what to do? We are not having the volume that I wanted. Everything was in our favor. 30-minute closed above, broke the high. Typical gold in London though. Not the highest probabilities, but it's a trade. Can't blame us for trying. One hour needs to break the high here. The 1 hour breaks the high, we should be okay. What session are you trading now? This is London session. How long till New York session? From now? About 6 hours. 6 hours from now. $8 a.m. local time it starts. Daily is bearish. Why you look for buys? Because of the 4 hour. I'm looking to retrace some of this move. Just get a small scalp in here to retrace some of yesterday's move. That's what I'm trying to do here. I think nice TikTok reel content would you to be quick overviews, examples of your stream trades, reasoning behind it, few seconds. I think many traders will get interested through that. Did you see I do those already? I do make those. The trade recaps, have you seen it on my Instagram? I do make them. I've only seen the yes sir videos. Oh, that's the one I'm talking about. Like, I just show a recap of my trade. Oh, come on, Gold. Do something, man. This is doing nothing. Yeah, I just show a recap of my trade. But if you mean, like, I don't know how to make it super short. Like, it's tough to explain that in under 20 seconds. Or 20 seconds or something. Can I enter on the close of the 15? If it closes above you, then yeah, you could. It would be the same trade I'll be in. If it doesn't close above, then I'll consider what to do with my trade. Maybe I close at break even. For example, we broke this 30-minute high, created structure, and rebroke the high. Crazy neurofunk music instant. But like, do I show the trade that I took or what? Because that's what I kind of do already. Nice. Come on. Nice. So about 7 pips in profit here. If I can get up to 10 pips, what I'll do is I'll close half because of the half that we close, right? So then we can close one half and then we can close the rest at take profit, right? That'll be the best idea to do that. So 10 pips will be roughly around somewhere here. Hopefully we can get this candle to flip here. Sucks that we're back in drawdown. But this is the bottom wick of the 15. See how deep this bottom wick goes. How do you see the pips in profit? Oh, I use the measuring tool, right? I measure. This really shouldn't break the low. But we already closed half, so we should be okay. Since we close half. This is why I like to close half. Because really then we're not losing much here. If you don't like this trade breaking this 15-minute low, you can close it. and you only end up losing nothing because you close half and you close at 10 pips here. So if you don't want to be in the trade, you know, then you can do that like that. That would be a good way to manage it, right? And then that's how you can manage the trade. But I don't mind taking the full loss here to let my idea play out. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. It's just this is the bottom wick of the 15 to give it the flip and continue up. That's what I would like to see. Like, it's nice to see if it can grab liquidity and flip up. Close above on the 15. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping here. Just this 30-minute looks nasty. If the 30-minute closes bearish, then I'll just close the trade anyways, because then the trade doesn't make sense. Why is the 30-minute close significant? Because that would close this 15-minute bearish, and the 30-minute would be a rejection. So if the 30 minutes close as a rejection, there's no point of me being in the trade, because why am I trying to still be in a buy while price is rejecting? Doesn't make any sense. That's why it would be significant. Testing your patience. Bro, I'm missing opportunities many times. What do? You need to have a plan. You won't miss opportunities if you have a plan. If the 30-minute, if the 30-minute closes below the level, then yeah, no need to keep it. How to confirm that the breakout will happen from a supply zone? Not sure. I don't use supply zones. I use support and resistance. Come on, gold, break the high here. So around like 10-12 pips in profit. That will allow us to cover the half that we closed earlier on. So somewhere around here. Right, so once it breaks the high and we get a push, and then we can also go to break even at that point, because there's no point of it going to our entry. So yeah, gonna close half around here just to cover for the earlier amount that we closed, right? So close half here, and also if you guys don't want to lose the trade, go to break even right now. I don't mind holding it, but really this is a spot to go break even. We don't know if there's volume gonna go in, so I'm gonna put a note. Go to BE, but I don't mind, right? So at this point, go to BE, stop loss at break even. Yeah, that should be nice. Nice push. There we go, guys. Now we're talking. So we'll see if we can get a little bit more juice, but stop losses at break even. What lot size did I use on this? This one, not a big one, only a 4 because it's end of the week and I don't want to blow profits, right? So not too big. Also, my stop loss was around 25 pips, so I was risking about $850 on this trade. Nice. Pushing in nice profits here, around, just around 10. Why is the TP on the right after the high? Shouldn't it be on the wick? Yeah, that is my TP, to be honest, you're right. But that was just max TP. This is my main TP, it's here on the wick, but max TP was the high. Make that clear for you guys. Damn, I don't like that rejection. But we closed half, so we secured something. At least something has been secured. Yeah, that's taking me out break even, guys. Break even trade is what it is. That's a shame. A little bit annoying. But yeah, 4 minutes till this candle closes. Lost 2 pips on the trade. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, now it pushes, huh? Can't be sure. Think it was nice to manage? Yes, indeed. It was good to manage. I'm still holding, but the plan for the stream was to go half risk. The reason I'm holding is I don't mind losing this trade because I can afford to lose it. But let's see. This needs to close bullish and break the high. Hold till New York? Damn, man. Come on, gold, just do it. Quick 20 pip push, come on. Okay, now I'm actually at break even now. Damn. That's boring. Alright, I'm out of the trade break even. That's that. I'm not playing with this game anymore. I've had enough. It's causing me headaches. And I don't like the way it's looking. I just don't like it. So I decided to cut it, break even. It's my choice. And yeah, that's what I decided to do. Let's see this. So here's the trade, right? We took it there, break of the high. And I closed that break even. Just my personal choice here. Wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I never close half because I don't want to manage trades. Because I don't care about losing full amounts. It doesn't matter for me to lose a full amount. So I was holding it. And yeah, I think break even was the best way to manage it. It's another break even. So what to do? So yeah. Is what it is, guys. Unfortunately, we're not getting the volume that I would have hoped here, but we gave it a shot and you can see how it was, right? The main thing is we put ourselves in a profitable position. Am I right or wrong, guys? Am I right or wrong? That's the one, man. That's the one. So, profitable position is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. And it might play out, it might not play out, but I'm not giving back my profits on Friday. It's very important not to give back your profits on Friday. It's super important rule that. So I'm just going to keep my profits. I tried, I gave it a position, but yeah. Are you waiting for closure? No, now I'm done. That's it. I've had enough with it. Right, I tried to enter. It's just not moving in the direction. There's not enough volume. That is a nice 30-minute close, but the volume is just not enough for me. It just keeps pulling back. You know, this should have been to the top of the range already, right? And we gave it a shot. And yeah, that's how it is. Sometimes we're not, you know, you have to be very careful with gold, because if there's no volume in the direction you want to go, you can find this very quickly move down to here, very quickly. Right, we saw that last time in that move when it reached TP, how quickly it came back to entry. You see, now I'm already would have been, again, 10 pips in drawdown, which sucks. So I rather not hold the drawdown and just be out of the trade. GJ is a crab market, finish. Can you please look at USD/JPY? Daily time frame, that's the 2-day. Yeah, that looks nicely bullish here. 4 hour is, yeah. If this 4 hour can close bullish, it will be nice to continue up. I think you can have a mixed session here. Yeah, I think if you get this kind of change of structure, yeah, it's a bit tough to buy, but if you get like on a 30-minute change of structure here, like that, and the 4 hour close is bullish, you can find in New York it goes towards the highs. USD CAD short. Yeah, it needs to get below this range. But yeah. Anyways, guys, we gave it a shot. We tried our best. It is what it is. At least we didn't give back any profits to the market on Friday. That is important. And I hope you all managed the trade well and followed what I said. And you guys shouldn't have taken any loss or any form of loss in that trade. So, yeah. That's basically that, guys. I'm going to go enjoy the weekend. I wish you all the best. And I'm going to head off the stream now. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. And hopefully catch you guys really, really soon, right? So I'll catch you guys soon. And hopefully we get a trade that actually has some volume so we can profit. Because, damn, man, damn. It's really, there's no volume. Look at this, right? No volume. So we need some volume on GJ. We need some volume on gold. And yeah, then we can get nice. I had already taken the profit. Good, good. I'm glad you guys are all good. I was in blue 3 days. Then I did bad yesterday. Unlucky, brother. But at least you have 3 days of blue. So you should be fine.